quiz 2 sa mathematics. Okay? Ito po, quiz number 2 natin ay pwede nyo masagutan din. Katulad ko no, dito sa website ng LIP. No? If you want to have full access, message nyo lang po yung page ng LIP Review Center no, for more details. Let's begin! Question number 1, mga teachers. Business mathematics. Interest at 8% after 3 months on 6,000. Again, interest at 8% after 3 months on 6,000 pesos. Is it A, 120 pesos, B, 50 pesos, C, 150 pesos, or D, 250 pesos? Okay. Para sa magte-take ng Gen Ed, try solving this without using your calculators. Okay. Kung may mga math majors naman tayong participants, madali lang to for math majors kung kung pipindutin nyo sa calculator nyo. Pero kung sa Gen Ed dito lalabas, try natin siyang isolve ng mano-mano. Sige, I'll give you a few seconds para makapagpalabas ng sagot na hopefully nasa choices yung makukuha nyo. Ayun. Uy, sorry. Hindi ko na, ayan, napindot ko yung touchpad. Pero ang answer natin mga teachers is, ayan, letter. Ayan, letter. May mga nag-chat pa ba? Wala na yata. Ano? Sorry, napindot ko kaagad. The answer is letter A, 120 pesos. Okay, ang formula po natin for simple interest is PRT, or sa ibang references, yan po ay P times I times N. Yung P yung ating principal, no, this should be principal. Principal is 6,000 pesos. Tapos yung R is yung interest rate. Tapos yung T natin is yung time. Pero yung time dapat express yan in years. So kung ang time po ay 3 months, we're going to divide it by 12 because in a year, there are 12 months. 3 months is also equivalent to 0.25 years or 1/4 of a year. To solve for interest, just multiply 6,000. Yung decimal equivalent ng 8%, which is 0.08. And then yung period T natin in years na 0.25. You will get 120 pesos. Okay? Since kailangan natin ma-practice no, mag-compute without using calculator, especially for Gen Ed, pakita natin siya manually. So ito nga po yung question number 1 natin. Interest at 8% after 3 months on 6,000 pesos. The answer is 120. Okay? Sa formula, yan po ay interest earned is equal to P times R times T. Okay, interest earned is equal to principal na 6,000 pesos. Okay, ginamit ko na lang yung lumang symbol for peso. And then nominal rate, this 8% can be written in decimal form as 0.08. Then multiply natin sa 3 months. No, 3 months is equal to 1/4 of a year. So, lagay natin, 3 months. Ba't 2 yung sinulat ko? Okay. Etong 3 months ay equivalent sa 1/4 of a year. So, we have 3 months. I-divide natin sa 12 because there are 12 months in a year. That is equal to 1/4 or 0.25. Okay, lagay ko na lang siya dito sa solution ko as 1/4. Okay, para mas madali nating masabi na ang 6,000 pesos, okay, na principal natin, i-multiply natin yan sa, ito, no, yung 0.08, kapag dinivide natin yan sa 4, ay magiging 0.02. Tama? Mas madali yan, no? 8 divided by 4 is equal to 2. Okay, so magiging 0.02 ito mga teachers. And then syempre, kapag yung 6 minultiply natin sa 2, 6 times 2, that is equal to 12. So mas madali nang mapili na 120 yan. Ang answer natin dito is 120 pesos. Okay. Letter A nga. Letter A. So, for additional practice lang, no, sa pagmumultiply po, mga teachers, kung meron tayong 6,000, okay, pwedeng i-multiply mo na lang yan sa 2. Okay, 6,000 times 2. So, 6 times 0, 2 times 0, 0. 2 times 0, 0. 2 times 0, 0. Then, 2 times 6 equals 12. Tapos, dahil sa divisor, sa multiplier natin, meron po tayong dalawang decimal places dyan, no? We have here 1, 2. Usod lang natin yung decimal point, 2 places to the left. 1, 2. Okay, mapupunta dito yung decimal point. Kaya ang answer natin nga po ay 120 pesos. Okay. Congratulations! Next, let's proceed to the next question. Question number 2, mga future teachers. What is the greatest common factor of 22, 15, and 7? The GCF of 22, 15, and 7 is blank. Is it A1, B4, C2, letter D, 3? Oops. Ay, mukhang ano, no? Randomly yung system natin kumuha ng question sa data bank. And sa mga naka-attend sa session natin last time, similar ito, no? Hindi similar, same talaga sa isa sa mga questions na nasagutan natin last session. So, ipakitype na lang po mga teachers kung natatandaan yung answer natin dyan from last session. Kung hindi naman, you can still answer this truthfully. Ay na para ba ngayon mo lang nakita yan? Ano daw yung GCF ng 22, 15, and 7? Okay, 22, 15, and 7, mga future teachers. Number 2. Greatest common factor of 22, 15, and 7. Is it 1, 2, 3, or 4? Ayan. Ang sagot, mga future teachers, ay letter A. Ay, letter A, nasagutan na nga po natin ito last time. So, ang 7 po kasi ay prime number na yan. No, 7 is already a prime number. Ang factors lang ng 7 is 1 and itself. So, ang magiging common factor niya lang with the other given is either 1 or 7. Since wala namang 7 sa choices, sasagot natin dyan is A1. Now, factors ng 7 is 1 and 7. Factors ng 15 ay 1, 3, 5, and 15. Factors ng 22 is 1, 2, 11, and 22. Ang common lang po sa kanilang tatlo ay si 1. Next question na tayo, mga teachers. Third question for the day. What is the LCM? Now, least common multiple of 2, 3, and 4. Least common multiple naman tayo, mga teachers. Sa previous question, we have GCF. Okay, yung GCF, tinatawag din natin siyang greatest common divisor. Okay, samantala ngayon, LCM naman, least common multiple. And the answer is, okay, is it A24, B12, C13, D14? Okay, nakita ko marami nag-chat ng mga, letter, baka parehas naman. Kala ko may naiba, no? Thank you sa mga nagpa-participate actively through our chat box. Ang answer natin is letter B, 12. Okay? Obviously, may eliminate natin yung letter C, 13, because 13 is not divisible by 4 or nor 3. 13 is not divisible by 2 or ng 4 or ng 3. Kasi ang 13 ay prime number. So, eliminated na si 13. Ganun din po yung 14. Eliminated na yung 14. Bakit? Kasi 14 is not divisible by 3. Okay, 14 is not divisible by 3, kaya x na kagad si 14. Ngayon, yung nasa letter A, 24, divisible yan ng 2. Okay? 24 divided by 2 is 12. Ang 24 divisible din yan ng 3. 24 divided by 3 is 8. And then 24 is also divisible by 4. 24 divided by 4 is 6. Pero, ang 12, kaya divisible din yan ng 2. 12 divided by 2 is 6. 12 divided by 3 is 4. So, 12 is divisible ng 3, divisible din ng 4, divisible din ng 2. Tapos, kung papapiliin, sino mas maliit? Kasi least common daw eh. Mas maliit si 12 kaysa kay 24, kaya ang sagot natin is 12. Dito sa rationale na nakasulat sa ating app, LCM of 2, 3, and 4 using prime factorization method. In the prime factorization method, the numbers can be expressed as the product of prime numbers. Therefore, 2, 3, and 4 can be expressed as, okay, 2 is already a prime number. You can write it as 2. And then yung 3 is already a prime number. You can write it as 3. And then yung 4, no, pwede natin siyang isulat as 2 times 2. Okay? Etong underscore na nakasulat dito sa screen natin, mga future teachers, it should be multiplied. Okay? It should be times. Kaya multiplication sign. Dapat may multiplication dyan. Now, 4 is equal to 2 times 2. So, LCM is, kukunin lang natin yung 2 times 2, galing dun sa 4. Okay, yun yung may highest order natin. 2 squared, it's 4. Then, times 3 na lang. Okay, hindi na natin ilalagay yung isa pang times 2. Kasi, ang kinukuha lang natin sa pag-compute ng LCM is yung mga prime factors with highest order. Okay? Yung nasa 4 is 2 squared or 2 times 2. Okay? Yung nasa 2 ay 2 lang. Okay? So, kung pag-uusapan yung degree, no, mas mataas yung 2 squared kaysa sa 2 raised to 1. So, kukomputin lang natin dyan is 2 squared or 2 times 2, galing dun sa 4, times yung 3, galing dun sa 3. So, 2 times 2 times 3 equals 12. Alright? Alright. Okay, next. Bago tayo mag-next, pakitaan natin ng isa pang solution. Okay, punta tayo dun sa PowerPoint presentation natin. Okay, ito, nasagutan na natin from the previous session. GCF of 22, 15, and 7 is 1. Okay, nabanggit natin ito last time. Greatest common factor is the largest positive integer that divides evenly into all numbers with zero remainder. It is also known as greatest common divisor. For example, the GCF of 12 and 18 is 6. Okay, yung 12 divisible siya ng 6, yung 18 divisible din siya ng 6. Tapos yan yung pinakamalaking common na factor ng 18 at 12. LCM, ito naman yung sinolve natin dito sa previous question. It is the lowest possible number, ayan, lowest kaya least, that can be divisible by both the given numbers. For example, the LCM of 4 and 5 is 20. Okay. Dito nga sa number 3, ang LCM po natin, sagot natin is 12. Tama naman po, ano? Ang ginawa lang po dyan, okay, pwede tayong prime factorization, no? Prime factorization, mga teachers. Okay, yung 2 nga daw, sulat natin as 2. Yung 3, sulat natin as 3. Yung 4, pwede natin isulat yan as 2 times 2. No, yung times, wala yung 2. 2 times 2, or pwede kong isulat to as 2 squared. Okay. Ang ilalagay lang po natin, since meron akong 2 dito at meron akong 2 raised to 2, ang ilalagay ko na lang dito ay yung 2 raised to 2, which is equal to 4 din. Times, ito, sulat din natin yan, si 3. And the answer is 2 squared is 4 times 3, that is equal to 12. Ito yung ating final answer. Or, we can also do listing method. Paano listing method? Let's list the multiples, okay, of 2, 3, and let's list the multiples of 2, 3, and 4. Okay, multiples of 2, parang, pag sinabing multiples, keep counting lang tayo by 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, okay, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. Ang mahirap lang sa listing method, hindi mo alam kung kailan kayo hihinto, ano? Next, skip counting tayo by 3. We have 3, 6, 9, 12. Okay, ayun, may nakita na akong common. Pwede ko nang ituloy. Pero sige, kunwari. Pwede ko nang ihinto. Pero sige, tuloy ko lang ng konti. 15, 18, 21, and then 24. Okay, pwede pang ituloy pero okay na. Pwede na tayong huminto dyan. And then skip counting by 4. Skip counting by 4. We have 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, and 24. Okay? Nung naglista tayo ng multiples of 2, 3, and 2, 3, and 4, nakita natin common yung 12 sa kanilang tatlo. Common din po yung 24 sa kanilang tatlo. Okay? Kaso, dahil ang tinatanong ay least, okay, least common, so pipiliin natin ay si 12. So, answer natin, 12 talaga. Okay? Yung mas maliit na value na common dun sa tatlong given numbers. Alright, mga teachers, that's for question number 3. We can proceed to the next one. Balik tayo dito sa Lip Review app. Next question. Question number 4 tayo, mga teachers. Another practice problems related to LCM or least common multiple. Question number 4. Find the least common multiple of 5, 2, and 7. Okay. Least common multiple of 5, 2, and 7, mga teachers. Ang bilis nilang magsagot ngayon, ah. Is it A, 140, B, 70, C, 15, or D, 35? Ay, karamihan nakapagsagot na. And tama naman po. Congratulations, mga teachers. Pare-parehas naman po ng answers. Yung mga nag-chat sa atin. The answer is 70. Okay, for prime factorization, okay, ang mga given po, 5, 2, and 7, lahat po yan, mga teachers, ay prime numbers na. Okay, since prime numbers na yung mga yan, okay, i-multiply lang natin yan as is. Dito sa rationale na nakikita nyo sa screen, LCM of 5, 2, and 7, that is equal to, dapat may multiplication sign dyan. That should be 2 times 5 times 7. Okay, multiplication po dapat yung nandyan sa underscore. 2 times 5 is 10, and then 10 times 7 is 70. Okay? So, basic, no, mga teachers. Okay. So, sa mga gustong mag-practice ng multiplication, okay, punta tayo dito sa may slide. Ang answer natin is letter B, 70. Ang ginawa lang po, okay, is minultiply yung 5, okay, sa 2 and then 7. Okay? And then, eto, no? 5 times 2 is equal to 10. And then, 10 times 7 is equal to 70. Ayun na yung sagot natin. Okay? Puro prime factors kasi yung 5, 2, and 7. Pwede ring elimination of choices kung feeling mo medyo mas mahina ka sa multiplication. Eliminated na kagad po, mga teachers dyan. Eliminated na kagad po si 15. Okay, bakit? Kasi 15 is not divisible by, this is not divisible by 2. Hindi naman siya even number, no? Not divisible by 2. Okay? Kasi dapat pag divisible ng 2, it ends with an even number. Okay, ganun din si 35. Hindi rin siya divisible by 2. Okay, kaya eliminated na kagad yan, no? It's not divisible. It's not divisible by 2. Okay? Syempre, yung 15, hindi rin yan divisible ng and then yung 35, divisible yan ng 7 kaso, ayun nga, hindi siya divisible ng 2. Okay? So, yung letter A, 140, divisible 7, kaso, mas maliit yung 70. No? Kapag nag-skip counting ka, una mong makikita na common na multiple nila yung 70. Okay? Nasa medyo malayo pa yung 140. Okay, mga teachers? Madali lang, no? Skip counting lang yun eh. Kayang-kaya yan, mga teach. Next, last question for this very short quiz. Pero may nilagay ako sa slide na additional question, no? Kasi may naulit na tanong from the previous session, kaya naglagay din ako ng additional question. Okay, for this quiz number 2, we have question number 5. What are the prime factors of 56? Is it A, 7, 8. B, 7, 2, 2, and 2. Letter C, 7, 4, and 2. Or letter D, 14, 2, and 2. Okay, take your time, mga teachers. If you already have your answers, you can chat it in our chat box. What are the prime factors of 56? Answer, mga teachers. Number 5, ayan. Pare-parehas ulit yung mga teachers natin ng answer. Wala nang nagkamali. Buti naman, no? Ang sagot natin dito is letter B. Okay. For prime factorization, no? It's, yun nga, prime factorization, kanina pa natin ginagawa. It's finding which prime numbers multiply together to make the original number. Okay, yung 7 and 8 sa letter A, okay, that is equal to 56 kapag minultiply mo. Kaso, mali kagad yan kasi 8 is not a prime number. 8 is not a prime number. Ganon din naman yung nasa letter C. Kapag minultiply mo yung 7 times 4 times 2, that will give you an answer of 56. Kaso, yung number 4, ito no, yung 4 dyan sa gitna, hindi naman yan prime number. Ang 4 is divisible pa ng 4. Ang 4, pwede mo pang i-factor sa 2 times 2. Okay? So, mali yung letter C kasi yung 4 is not a prime. 4 is not a prime. And then, yung nasa letter D, 14 times 2 times 2, this will also give you 56 as the product. Pero yung 14, hindi pa siya prime. Hindi prime number yung 14, kaya mali yung letter D. Hindi prime number yung 4, kaya mali yung letter C. Hindi prime number yung 8, kaya mali yung letter A. Ang nakalista lang po na puro prime dyan ay si letter B. 7 times 2 times 2 times 2 is equal to 56. Okay, that's the answer, letter D. Paano pa siya pwedeng sagutan? Okay, bukod sa elimination of choices, makita natin dito sa slide, mga teachers. For question number 5, prime factor of 56, that's 7 times 2 times 2 times 2, multiplication, no? Pwedeng, factor 3. Okay, mag-factor 3 tayo. We have here 56, yung hinahanapan ng prime factors. Ang 56, yan po ay equal sa 2 times 56 divided by 2 is equal to 28. Tama? Kasi yung 28, divisible pa ulit yung 2 yan. Ang 28, pwede mong i-divide sa 2. 28 divided by 2 is equal to 14. Okay? Tapos yung 14, pwede mo pa ulit i-divide sa 2 yan. Kasi ang 14 ay equal sa 2 times 7. Okay? Nasaan po yung prime factors? Ayan, 7 is already a prime number. Kaya ang sagot natin ay 2 times 2 times 2 times 7. Okay? Yun po yung prime factors of 56. Di ba? Ang bilis natin natapos, mga teachers, for mathematics quiz number 2. Nakapagsagot na tayo. Medyo, ayan, di lang na perfect kasi napindot kanina sa touchpad na yung question number 1. Pero, since may time pa, let's maximize of our time na meron tayo ngayon. Since minsan lang naman tayo magkita-kita, mag-additional question tayo, mga teachers. Okay, additional question. Okay, pakitignan po muna yung figure natin, teachers. Okay, kayang-kaya yung isolve kahit walang calculator. Huwag kabahan. Ay, may mga x na. Ay, may mga numbers na. Okay, magsosolve na ba dyan? Pwede yung isolve kahit walang calculator. Okay, basta maalam pagdating sa geometry. Given the parallelogram shown in the figure, find AD. Is it A12? A8, B12, C15, or D16? Bigyan ko kayo ng time, mga teachers. Tignan yung figure, isipin ano ba yung hinahanap, and then solve. Kapag meron ng sagot, pa-type na lang po sa chat box natin, mga teach. And for additional question, wala pa. Wala pa rin. Isa pang tingin, baka may nag-chat na. Wala pa rin talaga. Again, given the parallelogram shown in the figure, find AD. Meron ng isa. Meron ng isa. How about the others? Okay, try nyo mga future teachers, kahit na hindi kayo math major. Okay, try natin mag-compute. Okay, for side AD. Yung find AD, it's actually side AD. Hindi na nadagdagan yung nag-chat. Sige, konti pa, sir. Sir, konti pang time. Ayan. Nice try, nice try. Okay. May mga nag-chat na po. May mga tumama. Meron din namang hindi tama yung napili or hindi tama yung hula. Okay. Paano po natin to sinasagutan, teachers? Okay. Ang correct answer ay letter. Ayaw mag-animate. Ang correct answer natin dito is letter C po, mga teachers. Okay? Pag sinabi pong parallelogram, mga teachers, ito, when we say parallelogram, it is a quadrilateral. No, quadrilateral, meron po siyang four sides, quadrilateral with four sides, syempre four sides with uh, pairs, two pairs of sides parallel. Okay, two pair of sides parallel. Okay, nakikita po natin, meron tayo ditong side DC tsaka side AB na parallel. Kapag sinabing parallel, kahit na i-drawing mo yan continuously, i-extend mo yan, hindi po yan magmi-meet kasi parallel silang dalawa. Okay, yung side DC tsaka side AB. Okay, parallel din po si parallel din po yung side AD tsaka yung side BC or side CB. Parallel yan. Kapag dinrawing mo yan, in-extend mo, hindi rin yan mag-i-intersect. Kasi parallel lines yung side AD tsaka side CB. Okay, ganun po yung parallelogram. Sa parallelogram po, okay, yung dalawang pairs na parallel, okay, o yung sides na parallel, sila po ay may equal measurement. Anong equal measurement, sir? Kapag tinanong tayo, ano yung sukat nitong 3x plus 5? Okay, eto po yan, no? Parallel yan, 'di ba, dito sa side na AB na ang sukat ay 6x minus 10. Equal yan, mga teachers. So equate natin 3x plus 5 equal po yan sa 6x minus 10. Okay? Next, magta-transpose or maglilipat-lipat. Siguro, ang gawin na lang natin, dahan-dahan talaga, ang gagawin natin, mga teachers, etong 3x, ililipat ko sa kabila. Kopyahin ko lang muna itong 6x. 6x, kopyahin ko lang. And then, etong 3x, ililipat ko doon. Okay? So, kung yung 3x, positive 3x siya nung nasa left side ng equation, paglipat sa kaliwa, magiging siyang 3x, minus 3x. Okay? Kopyahin ko lang po itong 5 na nandito sa left side. Okay, kinopya lang natin siya. And then etong -10, yung -10, lipat po natin siya sa kabila. Okay, pag nilipat natin yung -10, galing sa kanan, -10 siya. Pag nilipat mo siya sa kabilang side ng equation, magiging siyang +10. Okay? Ganun po yung ginawa natin. Yung 3x sa left side ng equation, ito yung equation symbol equality symbol natin. Nilipat sa kanang side ng equality symbol, naging -3x. Yung -10 sa left side ng equation, nilipat sa kanang side, naging +10. Then proceed. 10 plus 5 is equal to 15. And then 6x minus 3x. Ang 6x minus 3x mga teachers, yan po ay equal sa 3x. Okay, 6x minus 3x equals 3x. And then, para ma-solve yung value ng x, i-divide natin yan both sides by 3. Okay, i-divide natin yan both sides by 3. Okay, magka-cancel na po yung 3 tsaka yung 3. Matitira dito, x. X is equal to 15 divided by 3. That is equal to 5. Okay, x is equal to 5. Pagbaligtarin lang natin, x is equal to 5. Pero hindi po ito yung hinahanap natin, mga teachers. Ang hinahanap kasi is side AD. Okay, ang isa-solve natin, teach, ay ito, si 4x minus 5. Ito po yung side AD. Okay, ito yung side AD. Ang sukat daw niya, teachers, ay 4 minus 5. So, yan. Kung isosolve natin si 4 minus 5, 4x minus 5, yan po ay equal sa, alam na natin na yung value ng x ay 5. So, 4 times 5 minus 5, okay, that is equal to, 4 times 5 is 20, then minus 5. Now, 20 minus 5, that is equal to 15. Kaya ang sagot, mga teachers, 15 po. Okay? So, hinahanap po side AD. Ang measurement daw nun ay 4x minus 5. So, para malaman yung sukat ng 4x minus 5, kinailangan muna nating hanapin yung value ni x. Para naman makompute yung value ng x, okay, alam natin dapat yung katangian ng parallelogram na yung dalawang sides, no, magka-partner yan, dapat parehas ng sukat. Okay? Dapat parehas yan ng sukat, yung opposite sides niya. No? So, inequate natin yung 3x plus 5 sa 6x minus 10 para makuha yung value ng x na equal sa 5. Then, sinubstitute dun sa 4x minus 5. Kaya nakuha natin yung side AD na equal sa 15. Okay? So, yun lang yung mga questions natin for today, mga teachers. And dun sa mga nagtatanong pala, especially dun sa mga math majors, okay, kung anong calculator yung magandang gamitin for board exam. Okay, ako, ang may advice ko is yung, kung mayroong pambili, maraming options na calculator. Maraming options para sa kung ano ba yung pwedeng gamitin for board exam. Okay, this is the updated version na yung PRC, no, last year pa naman to, no, update sila ng allowed calculators for board exam. Ang suggestion ko, kung may pambili kayo, no, yung mga math majors natin dyan, maganda yung Carse KC-S99 when it comes to functionality or yung mga features niya. Siguro yung quality ng material baka medyo ma-disappoint kayo kasi made in China yan. Pero yung features niya sa pag-solve, no, okay po yan. Ganito po yung itsura, okay, ng Carse S991. Okay, so ayan, may solar power siya, so di ka mag-worry masyado kung naubos yung battery, baka di na gumana. Kasi may version naman siya na may solar, no, power. Tapos ang daming buttons, kahit na hindi naman lahat magagamit. No? For math major, malaking tulong to, especially sa pag-integrate. Pwede po itong gamitin sa integral calculus. Okay, tapos pwede rin to gamitin sa pag-differentiate sa mga math majors. No? Meron din yan trigonometric function, sine, cosine, tsaka tangent. So, yan mga teachers. Okay? Hopefully, na-refresh tayo sa mga questions na pwedeng lumabas sa uh, math na topic, no, under Gen Ed. Okay? That ends our session for today. You got this, mga future teachers. God bless. We're dismissed.